A couple more of you to pie. Hey guys. Hey everyone. Hope you guys are doing okay. So I just heard that HB 1399 was passed through committee in Texas. And for those of you who don't know, it is a bill seeking to criminalize gender-affirming care for transgender children. And it's, of course, partnered with, anti-sports bills and all of those things. I mean, we know what these bills are doing. I guess I'm not really sure what I want to accomplish with going live. I felt like I needed to talk to somebody about what I'm feeling right now. And so I'm irresponsibly doing it live. I'm just mad. I'm really upset that it feels like we keep having the same conversations over and over again. And I know it feels like we keep backpedaling and we keep losing progress. These bills are going to hurt kids. These bills are going to... Some kids are not going to survive if these bills are passed into law. And my heart just goes out to all of the kids in these states who just want to be themselves, and they're being told that if their gender is affirmed, that it's child abuse, and that they're being abused if they're allowed to be who they are. And I'm sick of hearing all of the awful, harmful rhetoric flying around saying that kids trans people should have to wait until they're 18 to transition. It's saying that transgender people should have to wait until they're adults to be happy, but we're not going to be happy because we'll have been forced to go through a puberty that's wrong for us, and we'll be trapped in a body that's not right for us. And every day when we look in the mirror, we're just going to have to be miserable with what we see. And I'm sick of hearing all of these stories from families and from trans people of kids who cannot even shower with the lights on. They know who they are. And we have legislators and lawmakers who admittedly do not understand the transgender thing. And if you do not understand something, I don't understand how you are not hanging on the every word of experts and people who have gone through this. And I'm sick of us giving airtime to people who make up outlandish numbers to try to scare people into thinking that trans kids are... I don't know what they want people to think trans kids are, because we just want, honestly, to be left alone. But they won't leave us alone. They never do. And so I'm not sure what to say to anyone who is living in those states, who's going through that right now, and whose life is going to be affected. I just want you to know that we're not going to stop fighting for you, and we are going to continue to fight these bills. We've been fighting them for a long time, and we're not going to stop. I've been fighting these bills since I was a kid, since I was in elementary school. People have been trying to tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about, and people have been trying to paint my parents as abusers, and I'm just so exhausted with all of the bullshit flying around because people very clearly don't know what they're talking about. And I'm so sick of people getting away with targeting children and passing it off like, oh, we're just concerned with child safety. No, you're not. You have not for 1 second ever been concerned with how a transgender child feels. You have not for 1 second ever thought about what it might be like to have to wake up every morning and know that you are going to have a bad day at school. And so then to propose legislation targeting those kids when you very clearly do not know what you're talking about, and you've just decided to ignore all of the information given to you by all of the leading experts in modern medicine and gender theory and medical science and psychology and social workers, and you're going to believe someone who made up a number and posted it on a subreddit. It's just so abundantly clear that the concern for the well-being of trans kids is disingenuous. I know that this care saves lives because I've gone through it and it saved my life. And I don't know, I mean, I have an identical twin brother. We looked exactly the same growing up, and if I had not had access to the care that I had, I would look just like him. And every time I looked in the mirror, I would see Jonas. I wouldn't see Nicole. I know this care saved my life. I know what this care is. And it's so frustrating to me that people try to paint it as some kind of abuse. Do you know what child abuse is? Child abuse is knowingly harming a child. And that is what these laws are doing. These anti-trans bills are the real child abuse. Everyone and their mother has told these lawmakers and legislators that these bills are going to hurt kids, and they keep passing them anyway. How are we okay with this? How are we... I don't know what to say. I'm just angry. And I'm so tired of trying to figure out new ways to articulate that you should care about other people. And I am so sick of trying to articulate that trans kids are real and that we know what we're talking about. I'm sick of trying to have... I'm sick of pretending like this is a debate. And I'm sick of pretending like there are two sides to this argument. There are not. There is the truth, and then there is wanting to hurt kids. So all of these lawmakers have the information. All of the people who have been lobbying against these bills have debunked all of this fear-mongering and have said over and over and over again what the reality of gender-affirming care is. I don't, and they're just ignoring it. Oh, sorry. Oh, he's texting me. So yeah, I guess I just wanted to come on here and to let you guys know what's happening here, because I didn't want to make a post. I didn't want to make a story that's going to disappear in 24 hours. I don't know. I wanted to, I guess, talk to you right now while I'm feeling what I'm feeling. And I just wanted to let you guys know what's happening, and I wanted to ask you guys to please just make as much noise as you can. Just, these bills are popping over all over the place, and we are exhausted. Transgender people and our allies are so tired of fighting the same fight over and over and over again, watching the people at the legislators lobby for their own well-being brought me back to being a kid and going to the Maine state legislature and talking to lawmakers and saying, hi, I'm a transgender kid. Please stop hurting me. And that was, that was what, 12 years ago? And it's just, we're having the same conversation. And it's so exhausting. And I'm so tired of people coming into the comments and pretending like, one, they know what they're talking about when they clearly don't. Two, pretending like they know better than transgender people or endocrinologists or psychologists or social workers or literally anybody who's studied this. I'm sick of pretending like this is a two-sided conversation. It should not be. This should be people listening to what transgender people have to say and listening to us when we say, this is the reality of our situation. This is what gender affirming care looks like. And we know it saves lives. So when they continue to pass these bills, having all of that information, it is not about the well-being of children. It is not out of a concern for child safety. It's to hurt kids and to erase trans existence for whatever reason. And so I guess I would ask all of you guys, just please make as much noise as you can. Please let people know what's going on. Please share. These bills are all over the place. Hi, Sander. These bills are all over the place. And we need all the help we can get. Just please make as much noise as you can, because sometimes it just feels like you're just yelling into a ravine, and it's just really frustrating and really, really exhausting. So that's how I'm doing. I'm tired and I'm angry. But we're not going to stop. And if you are a trans person, or especially a trans kid living in one of these states with these bills, I want you to know that we see you and we're not going to stop fighting for you, and we're going to get you the care that you need. And you are not going to be forced to go through the wrong puberty. We are going to fight for you with everything that we have. Because your life is beautiful and your life matters. And we know that you know what you're talking about. I'm so sick of it, man. I'm so sick of people pretending like kids are stupid. I'm so sick of people pretending like trans kids don't know what we're talking about. Maybe they don't know what we're talking about. But it's not about them. It's about us. It's about how we feel. And we know how we feel, and our families know how we feel, and our literal teams of doctors know how we feel, and that's all that should matter. And so some random dude who has an opinion on Reddit should not get to stand up and have airtime talking about us and pretending like he knows about gender affirming care, because they don't. They haven't been through it. Why would they know? So please spread the information. Please, please, please let people know what's going on, because we can't do it by ourselves. We need all hands on deck. We need it. It is so easy to just share. You can go onto my Twitter. You can go onto anybody's social media account and just hit that retweet button, and it's as simple as that. It's just as simple as a share. Just please let people know what's happening. That's all I can ask right now. Just spread the word. We're gonna get through this. But yeah, it's frustrating. And sometimes that's all I can really say. I don't really have words of wisdom. All I can say is they've tried this shit before, and we've defeated it before, and we will continue to do so. And hopefully we will be able to reach a point where we won't have to do that anymore. But until then, we're going to keep kicking butt, because that's what we do. We're a community of literal warriors. So stay safe, stay healthy, protect yourselves, do whatever you need to do tonight. I'm gonna go eat ice cream because I need it right now. Take care of yourselves. I love you. I see you. We all see you. And we're gonna get through this together.